Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, St. Catherine man accused of defrauding $4 million granted $250,000 bail. A St. Catherine man who allegedly defrauded $4 million given to him for the purchase of motor cars was granted $250,000 bail with a surety in the parish court on Friday. 21-year-old Malik Porter of Thompson Pen, Spanish Town is charged with fraudulent conversion. As part of his bail conditions, Porter was ordered to report to the Spanish Town police on Fridays, surrender his travel documents, and submit his fingerprints. He is scheduled to reappear in court on February 25, when the matter will be mentioned again. Allegations are that in February 2024, the complainant, who works overseas, was introduced to Porter by a relative. They reportedly discussed the purchase of 2 cars to be used as taxis. Porter received the sums of monies totaling $4 million that November. The complainant made arrangements for the purchase of the vehicles, which was to be carried out by Porter. Porter reportedly gave several excuses and failed to account for the money. The matter was reported to the Spanish Town police, and an investigation led to Porter's arrest and the subsequent charge. Authorities urge vigilance after 4 children die in 2 house fires. Following the deaths of 3 children in a fire Sunday morning, the Child Protection and the Family Services Agency and the Ministry of Education and Youth are appealing to parents and the guardians to be vigilant in safeguarding children and to implement fire safety measures at home. The latest incident in Walkerswood, St. Anne, claimed the lives of a boy and 2 girls. It came 4 days after 5-year-old Kimberly Harrison perished in a Whitehall Avenue blaze in St. Andrew. Following the incident, CPFSA Chief Executive Officer Loretta Adams Thomas issued an urgent appeal to parents and the guardians while emphasizing the importance of fire safety practices at home. We implore you to be extra vigilant in the care of your children. Never leave them unsupervised or in situations where their safety may be at risk, especially at home. Always ensure that your children are in the care of responsible adults who can protect them and act quickly in emergencies, she stressed. Adams Thomas added, it is crucial that parents create and implement a home fire safety plan and then rehearse it with their children. Everyone in the home, especially children, should understand what to do in case of a fire. Teach them to recognize the smell of smoke, to call for help, and to head for the nearest exit. Fires often spread rapidly and can overwhelm even adults. By preparing ahead, we can help reduce the likelihood of these devastating events in future. Likewise, Minister of Education and Youth Dana Morris Dixon lamented the heartbreaking loss of these young lives is deeply distressing and serves as a painful reminder of the vulnerabilities children face in cases of emergency. Morris Dixon, in an update, said the CPFSA was already on the scene in St. Anne, and the Ministry of Education would also be moving into the children's school on Monday to provide counseling and emotional support to classmates, teachers, and other members of the school community as they grapple with this tragedy. Police identify children who perished in Walkerswood fire. The 3 young children who died in a fire in Walkerswood, St. Anne, early Sunday morning have been identified. They are 2-year-old Tavarno Mattis, 3-year-old Tashwani Mattis, and 7-year-old Tashana Mattis. The news understands that the 3 children were at home with their grandmother and a 4th child when the fire started. The 3 deceased children were in one room, while the 4th child was in a room with the grandparent. The woman reportedly saw fire coming from the room occupied by the 7-year-old and the 2 toddlers and raised an alarm. She managed to escape the fire with the child, who was already in her room. While the grandmother was outside, an explosion was heard. Reports indicate that the house was engulfed in flames, and shortly thereafter, that section of the house collapsed. Units from the Jamaica Fire Brigade in St. Anne's Bay and Ocherios later extinguished the blaze. The 3 bodies were removed and pronounced dead at the hospital. They are now awaiting post-mortem examinations. An investigation into the incident has been launched by the Ocheria's Criminal Investigations Branch. Man allegedly took dangerous negotiating tool to see ex-lover at 4 a.m. 30-year-old Romaria Dawkins of Berlin Springfield District, St. Thomas, has been charged with the possession of prohibited weapon following an incident on Tuesday, January 7. Reports from the Morante Bay police are that about 4 a.m., Dawkins went to the house of a woman with whom he had an intimate relationship and attempted to talk to her. The woman reportedly noticed a handgun in Dawkins' hand while he was talking to her and became intimidated. The matter was reported to the police by the woman, and Dawkins was subsequently arrested. He was charged for the offense following a question and answer session in the presence of an attorney. His court date is being finalized. Angel's man booked for housebreaking after video evidence of act. 33-year-old Alex Furtado, a laborer of Melissa Crescent, Angel's Spanish Town in St. Catherine, has been charged with housebreaking and larceny following an incident in Damhead in the parish on Friday, January 3. Reports from the Spanish Town police are that about 3:30 p.m., a woman received several notifications on her cell phone from surveillance cameras that were installed inside her house. She checked the footage and reportedly saw Furtado inside the house. The woman then used her phone to capture a photo of Furtado in the act. She later made a report to the police, who accompanied her to the house. Checks were made and it was observed that Furtado had ransacked the house and stole several items. On Tuesday, January 7, Furtado turned himself into the police and he was subsequently charged with the offenses. His court date is being finalized. PNP to name new Central Kingston rep to replace Lawrence Rowe. The opposition People's National Party is to name a new parliamentary candidate for Central Kingston, this after it announced on Saturday that it had withdrawn Lawrence Rowe as its representative in the constituency. In a statement above the name of General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell, the party thanked Rowe for his service and his efforts in representing the people of Central Kingston. We wish him all the best in his future endeavors, the PNP said. The parliamentary opposition said its leadership has been meeting with Rowe and the constituency executive during what is described as a period of transition to emphasize that the constituency's interests are paramount. On that score, the PNP said it remains committed to ensuring that the people of Central Kingston receive a strong and effective representation that serves them and uplifts their lives. Rowe has not commented on the development despite radio interviews earlier this month in which he suggested that he would not be replaced by the party. In a post on his Facebook page on Friday, Rowe said he has committed himself to serving the people of Central Kingston for 2 decades through various avenues. His post detailed his upbringing, which he described as being challenging, as his family lived in a modest board structure without running water, electricity, or proper sanitary facilities. Rowe said his journey began in Almontown on Arnold Road, where he lived before moving with his mother and his siblings to Chancery Hall. From an early age, I learned the value of resilience and the importance of hard work, he said, adding that he went to his stepmother on weekends to sell clothing and other items at a Mandeville market when he returned to live with his father in Almontown. Rowe stated that his educational journey was anything but smooth, and only a few of his peers have managed to overcome the odds and achieve success. For more than 2 decades, I have been committed to serving Central Kingston through community volunteerism and political advocacy. I have seen firsthand the struggles, hardships, and the degradation that too many in our community endure daily, and with all that, I still see hope, Rowe stated. That glimmer of hope is what drives my mission, to help the people of Central Kingston rise from the depths of poverty and embark on a journey towards peace, prosperity, and progress, said then PNP Central Kingston candidate. This mission is far from complete. but I remain steadfast and determined to continue the work we have started. Together, I know we can build the Central Kingston we all deserve, Rowe concluded his post. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.